Alright, we have reached Colorado. Definitely not my favorite mission in the game, but I think this route turned out pretty darn good. I don't need anything special for the first part of this, so let's just get to it. As usual, the goal is to reach Mastery 20 by gaining 114,000 XP, and you can follow along by looking at the tracker in the top right corner. The tracker which just got an update, by the way. Very big thanks to Yanri. And the update allows me to record these in shorter segments, so I don't have to do all 20 plus minutes of this in one go while commentating. Makes recording these a hell of a lot easier for me. I will still try to keep the routes relatively luck-free, so you can follow along if you feel like it. Anyway, I have infiltrated this highly secure military compound by jumping through a window and following the main road. First thing to do, I'm going to be grabbing a disguise and some nitroglycerine. There's my disguise. Shoot a fuse box by the water tower. There we go. That distracts that technician. We will be meeting up with him shortly. But before that, I'm going to take the nitroglycerine to the bomb range, where it will eventually kill the first target, Sean Rose, as he tries to use this rigged explosive to open that safe over there. But that's like 4.5 minutes from now. We got lots of other stuff to do before that happens. Now, the technician that was distracted is right around this corner. I will be grabbing his disguise, as well as the Interpol badge he is carrying. That Interpol badge is going to be shown to the second target, Penelope Graves, who will then head on over to a slurry pit where we will meet with her again. Right now she's talking to the third target, Ezra Berg, over there. Or at least will be when I get close enough. There we go. I don't want either of them to move away while I become the Scarecrow. One of the challenges is to kill a target as the Scarecrow using that hay bale over there. And the fourth target, my Parvati, is right on time for this. That shot is actually pretty difficult because the pistol is not accurate at that range. But if you shoot right above the hay bale, the chances are quite a lot higher than if you just aim for the rope. Also, the shot at the fuse box by the water tower, also quite tricky. Anyway, grab a crowbar, upgrade my disguise, and head on over to the main house and show the badge to Graves.
Penelope Graves, we need to talk.
You're... what is this?
I'll explain everything at the slip.
Now we're gonna go to the basement in the house, where Ezraberg is conducting an interrogation, which we are messing with by having the victim overdose. This makes Ezra head over here, conclude that something is off, and then head on over to his lab at the garage, where he will do some lab things and use a gas burner, which won't end well for him. But right now, 3 targets are heading for where I want them to be, so I get some time to kill, so I can complete some challenges in the house.
Oh, right.
Starting from this room, where I will 3D print a mask. Get rid of this gun. I just needed to pick it up so Ezra doesn't get distracted. Then we'll play some video games. We need to be the hacker to do that. Alright, that's quite enough of that. It's Kenneth Lynch 2. Then I'll take a detour through Sean Rose's room over here to pick up an explosive battery, as well as to just discover his room on the map. Because one of the challenges I'm doing is discovering every location in Colorado. Loop back around to pick up the mask I printed, and head on over to Ezra's garage lab. Key is right there. And then I'll play this a bit safe. I could just run in and ignore the guard who's in there, but if he sees me do some sabotage, it's a bad thing. So I'm just gonna let him walk away first. Because the timing is very tight if I don't do this. Take a wrench and do the sabotage. And after the sabotage he can see me, because I will grab some hallucinogenics. And he will just tell me, hey, you're not allowed here, get out of here. And I am happy to oblige. And by now, Graves is waiting for me at the slurpit. We'll go talk to her, and then we should have a couple of explosions. And I'm gonna use the free cam mod to actually take a closer look at those explosions while we wait, as there's not much I can do here to speed anything up.
Miss Graves, you are being
Let's go. Oh, well. Ezra was faster than I was. But yeah, there was his explosion. Now, this dialogue over here goes on for a while, and I can't speed it up, as if I try to leave or bump into her, the dialogue just restarts. And I gotta wait for her to do her thing, so she walks over here, and I can push her over the fence. If I just knock her out and drag her over, that won't be enough. In the meantime...
Everyone step back. Fire in the hole.
Yep, there goes Sean.
Sean Rose confirmed down. Nicely done, 47.
And now I just wait for Graves to walk to the pit. And I'm also gonna unlock a challenge for killing all 4 targets with accidents, which is quite nice. And off you go. And replan. For the second part of the run, I'm going to be needing a more silent weapon, the Krugermeyer, as well as a sniper rifle at the water tower. And I'll be starting from the old orchard. This one's going to be all about the Pointman mission story, as well as some Scarecrow stuff at the end. Also, I said I would try to avoid any sort of random stuff in these routes. I will say, there is a tiny bit of randomness at the start of this, because sometimes when I shoot one of these guys, the other one screams immediately. And that causes this guy over here to hear something. But that seems to be like a 1 in 10 type of thing. Anyway. Hello, Pointman. I shall be borrowing your outfit. And heading for the red barn over there, where Maya is conducting a training session with some Spec Ops people. Once I talk to Maya, her and the Spec Ops people will go do a briefing, and while that's going on, I'll be elsewhere. I'm back, and I'm already gone. I'm gonna be heading for the house where I'll kill Graves with a chandelier, and Ezra with a lawnmower. The Krugermeyer is here specifically for the chandelier kill, because Colorado is dumb, and if the target hears both the gunshot and the bullet impact, they will immediately cause an alarm. Close the door. And that will happen before the chandelier kills them. And if I was using a normal ICA-19, then she would be able to hear the bullet impact, or not the bullet impact, but the gunshot. But with the Krugermeyer, she won't catch that. And I get away with the murder.
Damn.
Nope. The briefing session is just waiting for me to show up. So I'll just drop by real quick. And then immediately leave to do other things, such as turn off the safety from this ram. And do some shooting. There's a challenge for shooting 6 of these bottles, the green bottles, on the antlers like that. And then I'll go to Frey Camp for a bit. Check out what's going on over here. With the lawnmower that I caused a gas leak in. Because right now I'm just waiting for the briefing to proceed and the people to join me in the actual training area. Yeah, there he goes. Also, a fun thing about the shooting range over there, I'm not really allowed to be in the shooting range, even as this guy, but the guys doing practice don't really care that much. Alright. Also, very important thing about this training session, don't run in front of this guy. He can shoot you, and if he hits you, you are dead. Now I'll take a little bit of a detour here just to shoulder check this fella. It doesn't actually matter, but if I do it, he's not going to be around to see me press this button, which is illegal. It doesn't actually matter because he won't follow me too far, but I like to keep things clean if I can.
A perfect sequence of synchronized motion. You need to be able to pull this off sleeping.
Passable. Your point man was spectacular.
Nicely done, 47.
Right.
2 flies with 1 swat. Maya Parvati is down. Good work.
Yeah, that's a nice kill because you get 2 challenges. One for killing Maya and one for killing both Maya and Sean. And now to the Scarecrow portion of the run. All of the targets are dead, but I still have business to do. Quite a lot of business, in fact. Oh, there was an unexpected timing for that guy. I'll take it. Just gonna clean up here a tiny bit. Oh, I just somehow completely missed you. Because I will be firing a loud sniper rifle and I don't want to make too much of a mess. Because the next challenge I'm going for is Wicker Man, my favorite Easter egg in the game. Which involves shooting 4 bells around the perimeter in a specific order. And once I do that as the Scarecrow, people around me will start catching fire. Which is very good for me, as one of the challenges I'm going for is just walking across the entire map and checking out every area, as well as going through all of these Scarecrow posts. Okay, these people are facing me, so I'm just gonna walk close to them to make them catch fire so I can conveniently use the Scarecrow posts. I'm also gonna be grabbing a whole lot of disguises while I'm doing this. I'm checking out locations such as that. And I'm also always going to be grabbing the Scarecrow outfit back because the Wicker Man effect only works if I'm wearing this. And of course I need to have this on while I'm hiding in the Scarecrow posts. The music is so good. Then I'm shooting them just to make them fall over a bit faster. Now, I just need one more disguise, and after this, one more Scarecrow posts. And we'll be done. It's such a good Easter egg. I still don't want to get spotted because if I'm too suspicious, I can't use this post. And no birds here. And finally, just need to get the chef outfit. And chameleon. And we're done with that. Replan. For the next part, I'm going to be needing a lockpick, but I never did the training mission, so I'm gonna have to improvise by bringing a container with a silenced shotgun. I'm also gonna bring the fiber wire and start from the west breach. This one is gonna be a very brief run. I'll just tie up a couple of loose ends that I have to make the math work out. Now, I'm gonna be opening this door with the shotgun, using hip fire, so nobody sees me do it. Grab a disguise from this guy. Real quick, even if I'm only gonna be using it for a second. And then walk to the backyard, because there's an area to be discovered here. Like that. And then head back inside to discover a couple of more areas and get straight shot from that. My aim is impeccable. Anyway, restart. That's all I wanted to do there. Because now it's time to do suit-only Silent Assassin with the fiber wire. And I still need my trusty lockpick. Same thing as before. Hipfire. And then we'll head down to the basement where Ezra is waiting. Careful with the camera. And that's all the lockpicking I need to do. A couple of distractions here. And that makes both the guards to leave Ezra alone for a bit.
So you keep saying. But what about your superior? The leader of the Heralds?
This skill is actually very precise with the timing. Because that guard over there, when he turns around to hit the button, he can see you drag the body for a split second. So even if it looks trivial, there is a chance it goes wrong. But anyway, that's one target down, 3 to go. Graves should be walking past this door in a second. Also, there's a hacker in that room who walks close here in a second, so I want to wait a bit before I do this kill, otherwise the hacker can see me murdering people, which would be bad. Hide the body. And as I head into this room, I will discover Colorado, which means I have been to every room in the map. Let these guys walk past me before I head out of the house. There we go. Now, the reason why I'm doing fiber wire for this is because, well, for one, it seemed like a fun challenge. And for two, there is a challenge, well, in-game challenge, called String Quartet, which is killing all 4 targets with fiber wire. Anyway, next up, I'm going to be doing a triple shot trick, which means shooting 3 times at a wall next to some guards, which makes them, instead of investigating where the bullets landed, they investigate where they came from. And if they were to see me, they would instantly aggro if I was still in the area. But, you know, I can just take that window and get in here and pick up the mannequin arm. And throw it down the ladder. The mannequin arm is important because one challenge is to knock 10 people out with that arm. And that's the only one in the level. I also can't take the ladder down while I'm carrying it, so I have to throw it first and let this guy investigate, but it's fine, the timings work out quite nicely even with this bit of waiting in here, because I need to wait for my target over there anyway. Anyway, he's also the first person to get knocked out. Next up, I'm gonna be doing a peekaboo trick, where I'm gonna let my target see me, almost, and then run away. And that makes them follow me to where they think they saw something. And I was also having my gun out as I was doing that, or I was pointing with the gun specifically, because that makes them spot you faster. There goes Maya.
Maya Parvati is down.
Get my trusty arm, and it's time to go knock some people out. First up, this gentleman. Fortunately, his friends over there don't care one bit that that third wheel got knocked out. Here I'm gonna be a bit careful because there is a guard on the left over there who can see the body of this guy on the left if I knock him out early. So I'm gonna wait until he turns away before I knock him out. It's pretty unlikely that he sees the body, but hey, I can avoid the risk, so why not? And then finally knock him out as well. Now I'm gonna go for a Easter egg challenge, which means, which involves throwing an apricot at the drill sergeant and then turning on the radio. And specifically, this apricot has to land on his head. Let's see if that's good enough. Turn on the radio. That was good enough. But yeah, apricot at head and then radio, and that makes the people he's teaching dance. It's not quite Wicker Man, if you ask me, but hey, it's 2,000 points. Alright. While I wait for Sean to come back to the house, I am gonna do the rest of my knockouts. First one being this guy.
The amount of freaks being brought into this camp has increased.
Then I'm gonna shoot the mirror in the basement, and I believe the bullet technically hits both the mirror and the wall behind it, which counts as 2 hits, which makes these guys panic, which makes them easy to knock out. Then it's time for a couple of distractions. So I can knock out this guy. And at this point it's really all about just doing the final bit of cleanup with the knockouts. There he goes. Another distraction. To get that hacker over there. He's gonna be my final KO with the arm. There you go. Then I'll do a tiny bit of cleaning in here. Hide this body. It shouldn't matter, but Sean's bodyguard is gonna be coming into the house, and if he sees anything, even for a split second, he will raise the alarm, and I don't want that. That's because bodyguard AI in this game is quite dumb. And borderline cheating. And string quartet with this. And to finish off, I'm gonna use Sean's face to open the door to the tornado shelter. Rather than the usual mask.
47. It appears the door to the tornado shelter is
And
protected
body
by a
double.
biometric lock.
Finally,
To
a
gain
couple of
access,
challenges in
you need
the
Sean
tornado
Rose's
shelter. Just exiting gives you some points, and then checking out the walls and the desk gives you some points.
Some.
There you go.
Get out, 47.
Cool. Hope you enjoyed that. Next up is Hokkaido. Until then.